So guys, what we're trying to do here is, you know, when we're out and about, this happens every day. We come across people and they always say, hey, you know, what's going on? Everybody says, same old, or, you know, my job, just not, you know, living paycheck to paycheck, like life's all right, whatever. I mean, nobody gives you like an exciting answer, right? But when you say, oh, I help people enhance their wealth, or I'm a prosperity coach, how you been? And you just use this one-liner, it's going to catch them off guard, and naturally they're going to ask more questions, especially if they're interested themselves in making more money. So find one that works for you, so that when you're out and about, you're not caught off guard and say, oh, well, actually we work with this amazing company and they give money to kids and we market health and wellness products and there's this force matrix, you got to check this thing out, right? Because then we're verbally vomiting, we're throwing up, and they never want to talk to us again. So we don't want to sell anybody, we don't want to be too eager to get into the presentation we're out and about, right? Remember, keep your invitation separate from your presentation and keep people interested, intrigued. If you're going to give them a spiel while you're out and about, then they have no reason to meet with you. They have no reason to come to your private business reception or grab a coffee with you. So one-liners are very, very key to doing this business, and just being, when you're out and about, instead of talking about your job or normal stuff, get people interested. This is your opportunity to expand that list and develop relationships, and the key there is develop relationships. Now, you add these people to your prospect list, your contact list that Robin talked about, and there's a place on there, if you use the one online, keep track of your prospects, there's a place for you to follow up, make notes, and that's so crucial because some people will join you right away, but the majority of people, they're going to watch you. They like watching. Instead of trying to start paddling for that wave, they want to watch and see somebody else ride the wave first. Then they're going to start joining you. So the key here is following up and developing that relationship. Now, on the same page there, you see a part that says handling objections. Handling objections is so important because everybody's got objections. There's so much negativity. People don't believe in themselves. They don't believe that there could actually be an opportunity where they could create generational wealth. They just don't believe it. So you need to be able to handle objections. And there's a thing that we use called feel, felt, found. Now this is very important because when somebody has an objection, it's a valid objection, right? Everybody's reality is different. So what you want to be able to do is not get them on the defensive. You want to agree with them. So if Robin says, well, I just don't know if this thing will work because, you know, I know people that have done it before and it just doesn't work, right? Or I know people that have been involved with those things. Well, and I'm going to say, Robin, listen, I totally understand how you feel. I actually felt the same way. But what I found is, and so feel, felt, found. So you agree with them, and then you say, I felt the same way, but what I found is that there's actually a lot of people that are very successful. You've just got to be a part of the right company with the right team, and that's what really makes the difference. So, or, you know what, I just don't have any money, I'm broke, and I'll say, listen, I totally understand how you feel. What I found is that there's a lot of people that are in your same situation, but what I've also found is that you can either remain broke or you can do something to change that today. So I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. Or if you didn't feel the same way and you've never been broke, well, then you can go out and say what I found is. So feel, felt, found. Utilize this. Role play with your sponsor now with different objections. I don't have the money. I know people have done things like those. It's one of those pyramid things. I understand how you feel. I know a lot of people that feel the same way. But what I found is, by doing research and so on and so forth, so guys, feel, felt, found, utilize it, overcome those objections. It's only a matter of time for you to enroll those people, but you've got to be the one willing to follow up.
Alright, so we are on to a part that all of us are going to hear over and over and over again. I don't have enough time to do this. That is one of the biggest excuses. So everyone has enough time to do this business, and basically you're going to go through with them, you know, how many hours a week? How many hours are there in a week? 168 hours a week. And so go through on this page and write in how many hours a week you do work, or how many hours a week you go to school, how many hours a week you do your hobbies, how many hours a week you're eating, you go to the restroom, and you're sleeping. And every single time we find at least 10 hours extra that people have no idea that they're just wasting time. And so you want to schedule in from the Monday through Sunday the times that these people have available. So you could be working 9 to 5, but you have 7 to 9 to work the business, or during your lunch break you have 15 minutes to a half an hour to do this, or even after 5 o'clock. So we really want you guys to stay motivated, to stay plugged in. There are conference calls almost every night of the week. We have meetings almost every night of the week. We have trainings every single week. And this is very, very important for your business to stay plugged in and to stay motivated. Some people tell you that they don't have the time. They have the time. And this is very, very key to make sure that they know that they have the time and they can do this business. Thank you, and we're on to the next.
All right, final page. So we're wrapping up this first week success manual, and this is a place for you to actually write down why you're doing this business, put it on paper, and this paper is very important. And actually, when we're finished completing the paper, you're going to want to make a copy of this, have one for yourself, and also your sponsor needs to have one too. See, in this business, right, it's not a job. If you don't show up, you're not getting fired. You just simply quit and you stop making money. So we've got to do things to stay in the game. And one of the things is actually having an accountability partner. Most likely this is going to be your sponsor, but it doesn't have to be. You want to find somebody that's going to keep you accountable, that's going to keep you straight, that's going to know your why on a deep level so that they can remind you. Because guys, this is a roller coaster ride, right? We could easily settle. We have a roof over our head, we've got a car, we've got food on the table. So it's easy to settle and say, you know what, I don't need to retire my parents. They're okay. You know what, I really don't care about driving a nice car or living in a nice home or taking nice vacations. You know, doing the same thing every year is cool with me. It's easy to settle, right? Because we're in our comfort zone. This is what we know. So we need to have that push. And this is an important page to write your why down, give it to your sponsor, your accountability partner, so that they can keep you in check. And this is also a place where you're going to write in the dates of your first 2 PBRs. Within 10 days, this needs to happen. PBR blitzing. We're going full throttle with our bulletproof mindset, and we're going to have those 2 PBRs set down right here on paper, scheduled. And then you're also going to commit to your first 2 Saturday trainings. Very important to not just come to 2, but come to as many Saturday trainings, if not all of them, if you can. More meetings means more money, guys. You're going to hear that over and over. You've got to stay plugged in. Just like if you don't show up at the gym, right? You say, you know what, I'm not feeling too good today. I'm going to take a break. Well, that day turns into a week, which turns into a month. And we can relate this to how many people say after New Year's for their New Year's resolutions, well, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to get in shape this year. And 2 weeks after New Year's, the gym is back to its normal numbers because people aren't staying on top of things. They're not staying plugged in. It's so easy to lose motivation and settle for the way things are. There is no settling here, guys. We're here to teach you how to create generational wealth, help you live that beach money lifestyle, and truly live life the way it's meant to be. Not going to work for 40 plus years, struggling, living the rat race, and living paycheck to paycheck. So the final step here is to write your name. I, Sean O'Connor, am committed to getting the senior marketing representative by, and you're going to put the date in. Commit to it. Your commitment is everything in life. Your word, your integrity. So guys, when you put this down on paper, this is what you're committing to. We're going to go out, we're going to help you, we're going to support you, but you have to be the one to take that action. This is your future, and we're here to help you get everything you want. Thanks for joining us. Guys, we look forward to seeing you in person at all of the PBRs, Saturday trainings, regional events, and our family reunion. But in the meantime, check us out at dynastyrockstar.com. Share it with all your friends. And let's go, guys. Let's make that $40K a month. I'll talk to you soon.